Sandy, Hudson, and Hashim Yusuf are here from Black Lives Matter, and thanks for coming in, and let's just talk about it. You're just ready for a debate.
A debate?
This woman and I always have wonderful debates when she's on.
I thought for sure that you would support the kids. I thought that, like, today you were just going to be like,
Sandy. Let's talk about that. What did you set out this morning to do, Sandy?
So, look, black children in schools have a really rough time. Have a really rough time with suspensions, expulsions, all kinds of things.
Is that because they're being picked upon by the teachers?
That's exactly right. And I mean, even
so
the
a black teacher would pick on a black child and give him or her suspensions when it's not warranted?
It's interesting that you went exactly to black teachers. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is in the system, black students tend to be targeted more than other students. And if we look at the curriculum... Are they targeted,
or is it because somebody would say black students misbehave more?
It's pure targeting. It's pure racism. It's pure anti-black racism. You look at black students and how they make up more than half of the expulsion rates within TDSB. It's pure.
But why is
and if
that?
you say something like black children misbehave more,
or
what does that sound like to you? That's a dangerous statement. No, that's not the case. Black children are the same as any other children. What's happening is that they're being targeted more than other children. And let me tell you something else. We've got this special resource officers program where there's police officers in particular schools. We don't know which schools. There's no list of them. But those officers, when they interact with kids, we're finding that there's some really terrible things that can happen.
They're being harassed. They're being attacked by these officers. We don't even know which schools these
attacked or
yes,
emotionally attacked.
Physically attacked. And so what
that's a job for other police, though.
Well, these are police officers in schools.
So, Sandy, you had this protest. BLM had this protest planned for this morning. Nathan Downer was up there.
Yes, he was.
And I understand that hardly anybody showed up.
What do you mean?
There were lots of children. There were teachers there. There were community members.
How many teachers were there?
There were quite a few. The whole room was packed.
Quite a few.
Auditorium
3
was
or
packed.
50?
More than that. The auditorium was packed in there.
It was packed.
With teachers?
Yeah, with teachers, with parents, with children. So the auditorium is packed. So I'm not sure where you're seeing that. Maybe
I'm just looking at the camera. Well, the camera went through. I saw the picture.
Maybe you should come through right now because I was there this morning.
We just came from there. It's packed.
Okay, it was packed. So you're saying that this was a success?
Of course, yeah.
A lot of teachers got off for the day to attend this?
Yeah.
And what happened to their classes?
Well, see, this is the problem. The Toronto District School Board doesn't provide an opportunity for people to come together and discuss these issues.
Aren't those professional days?
So people can come together and discuss these particular issues with respect to race, so that people can talk about how they're going to redo the curriculum to make sure that black students can see themselves, so that we can talk about what we're going to do when students find themselves being attacked in the classroom. So they've taken it upon themselves to create this time to do that. I think that should be commended.
That's the initiative. So what happened to their classes when they took the day off?
Well, there are qualified supply teachers there taking over for them. And
so everything was known in advance. So the school board or whoever's responsible got other teachers to come in to replace them for the day.
Exactly.
Well,
so no kids were sent home?
No. Good. Kids were not sent home. But this is a responsible thing to do, to say, look, we need to make time to talk about these issues and address them. And even the province is working on this at this point. You know, they released that plan that they were going to do, the anti-racism plan, the 3-year anti-racism strategy. In that strategy, it recognizes that black students are being treated differently than other students in schools and that they need to do something about it.
So, Sandy, as a result of today, what's going to happen? What's the next step?
What I'm hoping for is that we get a commitment that we're going to get a list of where these SROs, these officers in schools are, that we're going to be able to have a council of black parents and teachers who can really take a look at where students are being suspended.
That'd be a smart idea.
And expelled. Yeah.
So look at the evidence with supervisors, with teachers,
community members,
and trustees, and parents.
Exactly. And so, you know, we heard from the TDSB today. Someone gave me a call and said, look, we're going to call you later on. We've seen what you've done. We think this is interesting. We want to chat. So hopefully
they're going to come through and
Okay. Well, there you go. Always a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks very much. Okay.
See, we didn't fight.
No, I know. Well, we never fight. We have a discussion now and then, and it's good discussion.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take. We'll be back.